Is it possible to get everything you want in a career? Watch me, an ordinary college student, talk goals, success, and the future on an epic journey to find everything I want in a job. Hi, my name is Alivia Brown. I am 20 years old and I've been journaling for 13 years. This is me from the future showing you all of my journals. Okay, so if you do the math, that means that I started journaling at the age of 7 years old. This is my journal from when I was 7 years old. The first entry is on April 30th, 2008. And today I want to talk about my tips and tricks to success in journaling. And I'm telling you, if a 7-year-old can do it, you can do it. So I went online and I looked up tips to success in journaling, and either I didn't relate to them or I actually didn't like them. So here are my 5 tips to success in journaling. Okay, so the first one is people think that you need to journal every day or every week. If you put that kind of pressure on yourself, chances are you're not going to be able to stick with it. What I see happen a lot is my friends try to start journaling, and after a week, let's say they get every day for a week, and then they miss a day and they're like, ah, shoot, I missed a day. I'm a total failure, and now I have to stop journaling because I clearly can't do it. But you can't work like that. This is my journal from my senior year of high school. And senior year, I went through a breakup. And like anyone, I was emotional as can be, and I literally could not get myself to write. So here's an entry from December 16th, 2017. Then the next entry is on March 11th, 2018. It's okay to stop writing for a day, a week, a month, 3 months. I've been there and I still have years of journals to go through. Journaling should serve you some kind of purpose. It should make you happy, or you should feel a release when you do it. You shouldn't have to force yourself to do it. Putting that kind of pressure on yourself, I think, ultimately causes people to stop journaling. Okay, number 2. It's okay to have short entries. I have entries that are literally a paragraph long. Some probably even shorter. Like, your 5th grade teacher would question if that's a paragraph. Here is a perfect example of a short journal entry. And that was it. That's all. I just needed to get something hard that I was going through off my chest. It's not the end of the world if every entry isn't this deep, poetic piece about your life history. There shouldn't be any pressure to write about every facet of your daily life. If that's what you want to do and that's what's going to serve you, then go for it. But ultimately, it's okay to have short entries. Okay, this one is definitely one of my favorites, and that is make it fun. I think something that a lot of people don't realize is journaling doesn't just have to be pen and paper. My journals are actually pretty chock full of stickers and mementos throughout my life. This is my journal from my sophomore year of high school, and to say the least, it is chock full of mementos. I mean, come on, it is just Polaroids and cutouts and old flowers that somehow still survived, vintage stickers. I mean, this thing is practically exploding full of stuff. And I am no artist. If you're an artist, you could draw the places you went or paint them, but I have a box full of stickers. This is my box of stickers. And these stickers are literally on every page. And something really cool is you end up building associations with certain pages, but the stickers make it really fun for me, and I want to open up my journal because it's so beautiful and pleasing to the eye because it's full of all these colors, but that can be transformed in any capacity for you or whatever your goal is. Okay, so this one, number 4, is a really important one that I think people lose sight of really fast, and that is write for the present, not for the future. Essentially what this means is if you keep a journal purely for your future self, I think what ends up happening is your present self isn't gaining much. And what ends up happening is you ultimately stop journaling because you don't feel the reward, the immediate reward that comes with that. And for some people, this could totally work. For me, I really struggle with it. I often write because I need to get something off my chest, or I need to think something through and maybe I'm not ready to talk about it yet. But if you write for the future, it's a lot harder to keep up with the whole process, I find. Okay, and my last one, number 5, it's definitely not for everyone, but I think it definitely works a lot of the time, and that is tell others. If you tell others that you want to start journaling and document your life, what happens is you create this like social reinforcement. People in your life are like, oh my gosh, how's your journaling going? A great example is when I moved to college, I told both my roommates that I journal, and during that big move, obviously there's a lot of transition going on in your life. And so what happened is I didn't journal very often at all because I was either hanging out with friends or going to football games or class, homework, tests, whatever it was, and they'd be like, hey Liv, like you haven't journaled in a long time. I'd be like, oh my gosh, you're right, like that's something I should do. So then I would sit down and just like get everything I needed to off my chest. Again, a short entry, long entry, whatever served me that day. Your family, your friends, they check in and it helps a lot. Okay, so why am I even talking about journaling? Journaling has been a critical part of my life. I wrote one of my college essays about it. It makes me who I am. I have a giant box full of them, like 13 years worth of journals, and it's amazing to look back on, but that's not why I do it. I hope that one day they will be a part of what I do in life. I think anthropology absolutely has, I'm an anthropology major if this is the first video that you're watching. I think anthropology definitely has this unwritten relationship with journaling. I tried to find the connection between the two, but I couldn't find much, so maybe I'll be the one to pave the way, pave that connection. But journaling makes me who I am, and I think is absolutely going to be a part of my journey to find a career, regardless of what that career is or when that career is going to find its way to me. But those are my tips and tricks on success in journaling. Again, I've been doing it since 7 years old, and if 7-year-old me can do it, 100% you can do it. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.